Hello everyone, this is Vipul Anand from Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology in Gorakhpur, India. My research topic is IoT-based sensor monitoring system for smart complex and shopping malls. These are the outlines of my research paper. The first part is introduction. In the next part, we have an application. Then we have proposed our proposed protocol. In the next section, we have analysis and results. Then after we have conclusion and future work. In the last section, the references of the paper. Basically, what is a wireless sensor network? Wireless sensor network consists of various sensor nodes which collect the data from the environment. The data is processed and transmitted to the base station. The sensor nodes are distributed in an ad hoc manner. It means we have not a predefined fashion. A wireless sensor network consists of protocols and routing algorithm, so it have a self-organizing topology capabilities. This is the architecture of a wireless sensor network. In the wireless sensor network, we have a number of nodes, and number of nodes form a cluster, and the cluster transmit data to the cluster head, and finally cluster head transmitted data to the base station. Basically, what is sensor technology? The ability to detect the changes in the physical status of a thing is essential for recording changes in the environment, and it also plays a vital role for the bridging the gap between the physical and the virtual worlds, that enabling things to respond changes in their physical environment. Sensor collect the data from the environments, generate information, and raising awareness about context. For example, sensor is an electronic jacket. It collects data information about changes in the external temperature, and the parameters of the jacket can be adjusted accordingly. Now we have come to the point, what is Internet of Things? In the picture we have shown that it connects all people, so that it is called Internet of People, and IoT connects all the things, so it is called Internet of Things. In the picture we have see that a lot of devices, a lot of the things are interconnected to each other, like telephone, laptop, smart complexes, houses, digital system, libraries, cars, etc. Basically, why Internet of Things? Dynamically control the industry and our daily lives. It improves the resource utilization ratio, so that efficiency and the performance of the system get enhanced. It provides a better relationship between the humans and the nature. It forms an intellectual entity by integrating human society and the physical systems. It is flexible configuration, like people to people and anywhere, and it is scaled up to any network. It is the universal transport and interconnecting system which connects all the devices, peoples, everything, anywhere, anytime, anywhere, any cost. It is the accessibility and usability, and it acts as a technology integrator because it integrate all the things at one places, and the data is on the server, so that we can use and access data anytime, anywhere, and any place. This is the basically diagram of the IoT application, in which we have a smart houses, smart offices, in which we have a smart parking. They collect all the data in the form of cluster, and the data clusters sends their data to the cluster head, and the cluster head to cluster head communication takes place in the IoT based wireless sensor network, and finally transmitted to the base station, so that the user can access the data anywhere, anytime. We have proposed a two-stage and energy efficient routing protocol. The protocol basically works in as two stages. In the first step, we have collected data from the smart offices in the one cluster, and in the second step, we have collected data from the residential building. So the responsibility of the cluster head to integrate or collect the data from all the clusters, from either it is from first step from smart offices, or in the second step that is from residential building, and finally transmitted to the base station in the IoT based wireless sensor network. These are the following assumptions for our proposed protocol. Nodes are distributed, are random and static in nature. After deployment of a node, the nodes are in a predefined places. The nodes are in a heterogeneous capacity. It means we have a normal nodes and advanced node. The node battery is limited, and the base station always supplies power to all time. That means it is continuously supplying power. The collision and the noise factors are ignored while designing the system. The advanced nodes are work as a cluster head in the network and transmitted data packet to the base station. This is the basically structure in which we have taken the network area of 150 cross 150 meters square, in which we have deployed 100 number of sensor nodes. We divide the network area into the multiple regions, in which we have tier 1 and tier 2, that is stage 1 stage 2. In tier 1 is far away from the base station and tier 2 is nearer to the base station. Here green color represent the normal nodes and pink color represent the advanced node. The cluster head to cluster head communication take place so that it enhance the node residual energy, so that our efficiency and the system performance get improved. These are the automation process of our smart homes and offices, which is widely used in the corporate offices, shopping malls, shopping complexes, and various places nowadays. And the goal of the automation process is to integrate a technology with the IoT devices for easily control of monitoring of smart houses such as fans, light, refrigerator, television for security purpose, electrical induction for smart doors, for smart window, for combustion of gas, for gas detection, for light monitoring, for alarm system, for air conditioner, etc. The automation process saves power consumption and improves the standard of living. This is the basically flow chart of our proposed protocol, in which we have initialized the network. The first phase is the initialization of network. Then after the area is partitioned into regions and sub-regions, we have calculated the residual energy and distance parameter for each node, and we have select a random number for each node, and we have set a threshold. If the threshold is greater than the random number, then for the first condition, if it is no, then node act as a cluster member and it is wait for the broadcast by the cluster head nodes. Then cluster member send data to the cluster head, and finally cluster head transmit data to the base station. If yes, then it broadcast message to each node of a cluster. Cluster head is selected and cluster head aggregate all the data, and cluster head finally transmitted data to the base station in an ID based network. This is the working stage of our two-stage energy efficient routing protocol as follows, in which we have setup phase and steady phase. In the setup phase, the network area is partitioned into the regions and the sub-region, and the responsibility of base station is divided the network area into the regions, into sub-regions, like one tier or two tier. Tier 1 is far away from the base station and tier 2 is closer to the base station. After the initialization phase, wave formation to the cluster, then cluster in which we have a provide a unique identification number of each node so that it can join the adjacent nodes only. Then after we have a cluster head selection phase. In the cluster head selection phase, we have a two criteria. We have taken a node maximum residual energy of node and minimum base station distance as a parameter. Threshold is compared, then the normally random generated value, and the advanced node is selected as cluster head and it broadcasts message to the all normal node network to join to become a cluster head member nodes. In the protocol, we have cluster head to cluster head communication so that it aggregate the data of all cluster head and transmit it to the base system so that it enhance the node residual energy and improve the performance of the system. In the next phase, we have a steady phase in which we have allocated a time division multiple access slot for each node so that the collision is avoided, and the rest of node which are not working, which we are kept in a sleep state for further use, so that it also enhance the performance of the system. This is the basically algorithm of proposed protocol. These are the steps which we follow for designing our proposed protocol. Now we have come to the simulation results and analysis part. We have compared our protocol to the existing two-stage routing protocol, which is a SAP protocol, stable election protocol, in terms of alive number nodes, number of cluster head per round, packet successfully transmitted to the base station. In terms of alarm node, from the picture, we can show that for the our proposed protocol, we have first packet drop at 2,999 rounds, while in SAP it is only 1,799 rounds, and the lifetime of our proposed protocol is 5,059 rounds, whereas SAP is only 4,049. So it clearly shows that our proposed protocol performance get enhanced. In the next phase, number of cluster per head round. So cluster head plays a very important role to enhance the lifetime of wireless sensor network. More the number of cluster head, it avoids the data redundancy and it improves the performance of a system by choosing appropriate cluster head selection progress so that residual energy of the node is enhanced. Each node as a residual energy is enhanced so that it uh, overall improve the performance of a system. It clearly shown from the picture that initially in our proposed protocol, the cluster head selection process is more and it remains same for some time. But in proposed protocol, it decline after some time so that it improves the stability number of cluster head per round and enhance the performance of a system in compared to SAP protocol. This is a successfully packet transmitted to the base station. It means that our proposed protocol successfully transmitted 2.1 into 10 to power 4 packet to the base station, whereas SAP protocol transmitted 1.5 into 10 to power 4 packet to the base station. From the picture, we can clearly shown that our proposed protocol enhanced the lifetime of a network and transmitted more number of packet in compared to the SAP protocol. So finally, I have concluded my paper with future direction. In the paper, we have proposed a protocol in which we have number of cluster at different levels so that it enhance the residual energy of the node as well as performance of the system. We have collected the data in our protocol in the two ways. In the first way, we have collected data from the smart offices which are kept in a one cluster, and from the second step, we have collect the data from the residual buildings, which is collected in the second cluster, and finally, cluster head aggregate all the data and transmit it to the base station. The simulation performance of proposed protocol shows that it enhances the network lifetime as compared to the SAP protocol, which is clearly shown in Figure 4, Figure 5, and Figure 6. In terms of Figure 4, in terms of number of alive nodes and stability period, in the Figure 5, number of cluster head per round, in the Figure 6, number of packets successfully transmitted to the base station, and finally, we will propose a protocol in the future so that it also enhance the performance of our system to our existing protocol, in which we have taken a three-level hierarchical network architecture for partition of the network as well as data transmission to the base station in the IoT based network, and the efficient cluster head selection process will be based on the fuzzy logic approach so that uh, we have uh, we have number of selection parameters to enhance the performance of the system for a large scale network. Right now we have taken only for a 150 cross 150 meter square area for testing our protocol. In the future we have and this protocol will be taken for the larger number of nodes and larger area so that it covers the large area, so that we have managed all the things, all the data through cluster head selection process or clustering process, so that we have increased or enhanced the performance of our system. And there are various parameters in our protocol. Right now we have chosen a residual energy and distance as a parameter, but in the futures we have we have avoiding. Right now we have some limitations also because we have a limited number of nodes, limited number of area, but in future we have resolved all the issue and taken all the parameters which will be better for designing of our protocol. Like we have right now we have taken the ignorance or noise factor. In future we have avoid the tolerance delay or congestion delay, which is also an important factor. Like we have chosen a cluster selection on the basis of maximum bandwidth because bandwidth also play an important role for the efficiency of the network. So when we increase our hierarchical architecture and the number of nodes as well as network area, all these constraints are very important for the connecting of IoT based devices in a network. IT devices in a wireless sensor network, so that our system efficiency will be automatically enhanced by using all consideration. And by using fuzzy logic approach, we have get exactness in the value, and we have integrate all the things for a particular range, so that our performance get will be improved. Thank you.